Hey everybody! Long time no chat. Sorry I haven't been too consistent with my streams lately. It's been a couple of weeks. Yeah. But we're here now. And I'm gonna get back into doing hardcore mode. Now, I did start an intense playthrough to see what the difference is. And the difference between intense and hardcore, as far as I can tell, it seems to be about the same. The difference is if you die in intense mode as opposed to hardcore mode, the only thing that happens is everything in your inventory is deleted, whereas in hardcore mode, the entire save file is deleted. And I've only died once in intense mode, and that was my own fault. I realized I had left the dog outside, and rain started coming down, so I didn't bother to pause the game, and I ran outside to let him in. And then I was busy trying to clean him off, and in that time, my character died of dehydration. So, let's hope that doesn't happen in hardcore mode. My dog is sitting next to me. So, hopefully he should be fine. Alrighty, so, for those of you who have not played Planet Crafter before, I cannot recommend it enough. It's very laid back, it's a lot of fun. And it's absolutely beautiful, this game is. We're not that far into it. The whole point is to terraform the entire planet, and we haven't gotten too far. I don't have the screen yet. Actually, that's how far we've gotten. Oh, because I haven't built it yet. That would be why. This would let us see what stage we're at. That's kind of important. So, and I think that was silicon that I needed. Because I'm like, oh yeah, let me talk about the terraformation, and then it's like, what stage am I even at? It's been so long since I played at it. Wait, no, that's not it. This one, screen progress, that's what I want. Okay, one more silicon. I know what I'm doing, really. I've played this game a lot. Alrighty. And of course it's facing the wrong way. There we go. Ah, we are at the point where we now have rain and we're working on liquid water. So I think we're on our way to the fourth stage, because the first stage is barren rock. There is nothing here. And you're supposed to get it to blue sky. Well, we did that. After that is clouds. After that is rain, which is where we're at right now. And we're doing okay. As I remember, liquid water and lakes move pretty slowly. So I could speed that up building way more junk. I still love how pretty this game is. And I love that we are tidally locked with this place. But as you see in the bottom left corner, you have the heart. That's more or less your health and food monitor. You have your water monitor, and you have your O2 monitor. Right now my O2 is going down because I stepped outside. And you'll notice right here, I keep oxygen with me at all times. Because basically wherever you go, you have to explore to get material. You have to. If you don't, you won't get very far in this game. And in order to explore, you have to step outside. And when you start doing that, yeah, O2 starts going down and it gets very risky. And on a hardcore mode, of course, you will die if you run out of oxygen. So my favorite way of exploring is to build these little stations here and there at certain key points. Usually in front of a wreck or at about the distance I can usually walk. Now, when they're outside of a wreck, usually I empty the wreck of anything useful and keep it in one spot. And I think we're at the point where, yeah, there's not really much here. So pretty much we have emptied that wreck out. But refill and head back. And yeah, there's another one over there because that's about as far as I can go when I'm going to get into that cave there. There's a bunch of iridium, which you need for heating a place. So, welcome to the channel. I don't tend to be a professional streamer in any way, shape, or form, so if you're expecting any kind of professionalism, I'm very sorry. I just do this just because it helps me actually sit down and play games, because I tend to be a bit of a workaholic. I constantly am finding things for myself to do, and it's like, no, girl, you need to sit on your butt and you need to play video games, especially on a day off like today. Today, I was supposed to work, but I'm not, because it is the 4th of July here in America. And, yeah, I figure Why not? It's a day off. I need to take it, and I need to relax. And I'm going to start moving things around, because I found out the hard way in intense mode. I put my base in about the same area. Bad idea. I found out the hard way. That was a very, very bad idea. Okay, so where is everything? I don't know. Ah, water. There we go. Now I'm no longer dying. Yay! Everybody, make sure to drink water and eat food. This is very, very important. So are doors to get into my little storage place. Okay, so if we want to terraform this place, we gotta get heat, oxygen, and pressure up. And to do that, we have to build a bunch of stuff. Well, to build a bunch of stuff, it takes power. And I don't think have I unlocked? I have! Okay, nuclear reactor. I don't think I have any of those sitting around. No, I've just got solar panels. So, let's see if I can build one of those. So, I need uranium. I happen to have a rod right here. Super alloy. That's gonna be trouble. But I know a few places where I can find them. Yeah, I don't think I have any super alloy right now. Okay, so that means we have to go looking for super alloy. I know where some can be found, but it's a bit of a hike. So let's get our supplies together. This is what it takes to build a standard small base. It's just 2 iron and a titanium will build the base itself, but you need a door, so iron, silicon, titanium. And I just make sure I have that with me, along with some... Let's take some water with us. Just in case it's... Oh, I did not mean to drink that. Okay, well, you know what? Drinking is important. Okay, so we got supplies to survive. I'm really glad that they put in this super alloy cave that they did, because... in the early game, trying to find super alloy, it's like there's some in there, but it's very limited. And you might get lucky and find some from a box. And you're not able to craft your own right away until you have an advanced crafting station, which doesn't happen in the early game. Yet you're unlocking things that take super alloy. And while I understand that that's part of the balance of the game is, oh, I need this very rare resource that's in very limited quantities in order to build these things, and I have to decide what is worth building. It gets frustrating very fast. Sorry, taking a drink of my coffee. Because it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I haven't had coffee yet. Now, I do have the music off because the music was one of the big disappointing things about this game for me. When you first arrive, the music that plays is perfect. It is haunting. It definitely lets you feel the isolation and the desolation of this planet. The problem with that music is that's the only music that plays at all. So as you are playing the game, it's like, oh, well, I now have a very green, very lively planet. You know, I've got insects, I've got all this other stuff around me, and it's still playing the desolate music, and it gets kind of like, huh. But again, this game is not fully out yet. They're still putting out updates. So I'm really hoping that they add some more music to it, especially after you get to a certain point. Having the desolate music at this point, yeah, you've got clouds, but not really, and ooh. I love the storms. The storms always look so neat. But yeah, right now, the desolate music makes sense. But later on, it just gets very monotonous and tedious. Okay, so top off our oxygen. And yeah, this little spot... Oh, hey, Biolab, yay. This spot is where you find super alloy. And again, it's in limited quantities, and I just walked away from that. But hopefully this will be enough to get us started. Yeah, the crates are not giving us a whole lot of variety. Now, I don't want to explore too much in here because I don't want to give away too much. Yeah, that's the area I want to avoid. I don't want to spoiler anything for anybody who hasn't played, but let's just get... That's 5. Oh, and we filled up because I can't put away junk. So there's still some here, but that should be enough for us to at least build our very first nuclear reactor. Okay, so top up our oxygen, and we do still have our oxygen with us, which just moved, and that was a bad idea of mine. I should have that at the top at all times. But I know where it is in a click panic. I can find it. Okay, so let's head back. And if I've gauged this right, I should be able to reach that one little spot in front of the cave with one thing of oxygen. And I love how the game does this. When you first land, you can't go anywhere. Absolutely nowhere. You have this tiny circle outside of your immediate crash zone, and that's as far as you can go. And as you build, you can slowly start expanding out, exploring a little bit more, finding things. It helps that I know the map very well. Although they announced with the latest update that there is a new biome. And even in my big file, the one that I've been playing since this game first came out, I have it as far as it goes. Basically, every time there's an update, it automatically is like, yep, you've got everything already set up. You're fully maxed out again somehow. Because, yeah, all I've done is just build. But even with that one, I have not found that new biome. So I'm kind of excited. That means that it's not on the direct map. Because as you go along, you can build rockets, send them into space, and one of them is a GPS rocket that allows you to just look around. You get kind of an aerial view of the entire map. And I don't see anything on there to indicate a new biome. So that means it's hidden away. It's probably in a cave somewhere. And that makes me excited. It's nice that they can really pack everything in here. Oh, hydration is low. Let's drink that up. Okay, so let's go ahead and build. I need 2 water bottles. Over here. And this will be our first nuclear reactor, because there is no way a nuke could ever go wrong. And there we go. And that should give us plenty of power to play with. Well, not as much as you think. The second tier of the nuclear reactor gives you about 300, and then at that point you start getting the nuclear fission reactors, which, wow, you get a lot from those. But we've got about 100 to play with, but 40 of that needs to go towards the biolab. And unfortunately, once again, what is the limiting factor? Super alloy. And I have not... Oh, I did unlock it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yes, you can craft it. Okay, so we can make ourselves that extra one. We did not need to go on that trip, but we did it anyway. Oh, I need a cobalt. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so that gets us what we need for the biolab as far as super alloy. Osmium is another one of those... Let's see. I should dump the rest of this stuff, because otherwise it's just going to keep distracting my eye. Lots of plants. You will quickly have so much in the way of plants, food, seeds, everything. Okay, so get rid of this stuff. Yay! We have stuff. Alrighty, so for the biolab... Oh, we're going to need that aluminum. Now we need the osmium. And the osmium, the one I can think of that is closest, those are found in caves. And the caves are gated off with ice. So let's see if our favorite cave has thawed enough to allow us to get past it. It may not have. And if so, there's not much we can do except hunt other caves to see if there's like... Because once it starts melting, it doesn't melt quickly, and it doesn't do it instantaneously. It's not like one moment you have ice and the next moment you don't. the ice completely blocks up everything. But sometimes you can kind of jump around and get past it anyways. Oh, we've only got one heater? Goodness. Okay, so if we don't build the biolab, we need to build more heaters. Because this planet is still very cold. Which, I love this touch. This is how they keep you out of certain areas. Yeah, it hasn't even started melting yet. Okay, so it starts melting at 100 NK, and we have not gotten there yet. Okay, so what does it take to build a heater? Oh, that takes a rod. So, for that, we're gonna need iridium. Yeah, sorry, I can't build the bioreactor just a second. Maybe later. Or the biolab, excuse me. Alrighty. But yeah, this is a very laid-back game until, you know, you stop watching your lower left corner and it catches up to you and then you die. But for the most part, this game is very frantic and hectic in the beginning, which makes sense from a story standpoint. I mean, you just arrived on this very deadly planet and you gotta try and survive. And it can be hectic if you don't pay attention, but for the most part, if you pay attention, it's actually a very, very chill kind of game. Oh good, I'm not gonna need any super alloy for that. Oh, I'm hearing stuff. I hear the wind. Okay, it's just a dust storm. When you hear the wind pick up, that sometimes means it's about to be a meteor shower and you have to be careful of those. Now, I love the people who play this and they build up these mega bases that are just monstrosities, these towers, and I love it. Okay, I should have enough. I haven't done that. I tend to keep my bases fairly small, but I'll often have multiples strewn about. Gonna have to keep an eye on my water. Okay, titanium, silicon. Okay, we can actually just plop that down in here. Start warming up our own base. And I think, yes, we have enough to do a few. How much energy is that? Not much. So we should be fine there. Aluminum's gonna start to run low very quickly, though. Okay, so that should give us a grand total of 4 heaters. And if we check this out, yeah, that's going up way higher. But it was only 100 NK where it was supposed to be melting. Well, that just means that it is now currently melting, and it hasn't gotten very far. The more heaters, I don't think it actually goes any faster. If you build a ton of heaters right now, I don't think it melts faster. It's just, it has initiated the melting. And what that means is by the time the next stage rolls around, we should have more caves to access. Now, there is another cave I could go to, but it's slightly difficult to get into. So definitely want to take water, because that's going down pretty fast. And sure, I'll build another one of my temporary bases. It becomes such a pain trying to clean all these up once I get to a certain point where I can breathe where I'm going. But yeah, the cave we're looking for is up there, but you can't just go up this hill. Or at least I don't think you can. You know what? Sure, let's try today. This is only hardcore mode. I'll only die and lose the save file if it doesn't work. There's very few places that if you can step there, you can go there. There's not really invisible walls in this game. But you do have to be careful because, again, the game is still being developed, and I have fallen through solid rock through the map. And I had a jetpack, and that still didn't save me. I had to teleport around to try and find out how to get out. It did not go well. Oh, this might be exposed enough. Can we get in? I can get that one! Okay, so here we go. This is one of the big osmium caves. And it's actually the one I was trying to get to, but I was trying to go to it from a different direction. This one has multiple openings in it. Okay, so we can get around that, and look at that! We can get the osmium we need. And in the very, very beginning of this game, osmium, like many of the other elements, is a little bit rare. But as you go along, it tends to be the one that fills up, and then at some point you just stop using it as much. It's just not used in a whole lot of crafting, so you end up building up a whole bunch, and it just sits there. Alright, so hopefully we can get back out. Yes! We made it. We didn't die. Huzzah! Ah! Look at that! It's raining! Yay! We have rain! I think that means that we have officially made it to the liquid water stage? Not completely, though. I love how Mars-like the planet is when you first get here. It's very dry, there's no real atmosphere, it's just very red. And as it goes along, it slowly becomes more Earth-like, like you're in the Grand Canyon, because these rock formations still have that nice orangey brown to it, but it starts to get some greenery as well. Okay, so we can officially put the osmium away, not the sulfur. Let's put sulfur in here. Okay, so how much do we need? We just needed 2 of them. But now I have to, because now I built those heaters. Let's take a look. Do we have enough? 53. 40! Yes, we have enough! Oh, and our food's done growing too. Huzzah! We will not starve to death. We might dehydrate, because boy does that go down really fast. And I will say, I think it does go down faster in hardcore mode than intense mode. Your water goes down so quickly. And we are now at a turning point with this game, because now that we have liquid water falling from the skies, I don't think ice is going to form as much anymore, because it's all melting. So what we have in here is all we have until we can build... Oh! Speak of the devil. Oh... Now we have to make a decision. There is only 3 super alloys left, so we can build the lab, but I need one to build... You know what? I'm sorry. Water becomes more important, so we gotta use one for this. So... Yeah, this is part of it. You have to kind of make those decisions. What is more important? And right now, water is way more important than anything. So, iron and cobalt. So, as much as I want to build the lab, I mean, yes, I can make another super alloy. But again, you gotta be very careful about what you build. Because this also takes power, I believe. And that will fill with water, so we at least have something that produces it. Because, yeah, this is not as much as you'd think, as thirsty as I've been getting. We will go through this so quick. And yeah, that takes 11, so I think we're down below 42 to 40. Do I dare? Okay, well, at the very least, that'll give us a tiny bit of extra power. We won't be able to build much, but we'll have a little bit of power. So, looks like we can build both still. And actually, I'm not going to build it here. I'm going to come over here because, yeah, one of the things with liquid water that I found out with this game, you want to be very careful where you build your base. So, let's just add this over here, and we will work on building a fully functioning base at a later time. Okay, there we go. We got a biolab. Mutagen, explosive powder, fertilizer, 2 different types, bioplastic nugget, and bacteria sample. Unfortunately, we can't do much with that until we have more water, because a lot of that takes algae to make, and we don't have any of that right now. But what I can do is start taking this apart. Because, yeah, like I said, this is not going to work out. Basically, I think this base will flood at some point. But then again, I can't tell if I built it in the exact same spot as I did my other one. That one's kind of up in the air. But having more iron in my containers doesn't hurt. And at the very least, if it turns out that I'm right and this is not going to work out, it's not going to be too hard to move. And... okay. I don't think we can build another one, because we don't have... yeah, we're 1 uranium shy from being able to make a thing, and we definitely don't have enough super alloy. Okay, so what can we do? Have we built a launch platform? I don't think we have. No, we haven't, because I would have it somewhere around here. Once again, super alloy is our limiting factor. We're using it for a lot of things, and even then, we don't have any rocket engines, which, again, takes super alloy, iridium, and uranium. That and... how much power does that take? Yeah, 55. Yeah, we definitely don't have enough. We'd have to build another energy thing. Wah! Well, we've taken care of our survival. We can live. Hi, Crowbar Scout! Thank you for the lurk. Why do I keep coming over here for food? I'm not going to eat the osmium. I think the best thing we can do is go on a mineral run, because cobalt's looking fine, magnesium, silicon. Yeah, we need titanium, silicon, and aluminum. So we've got oxygen with us. Let's see. Best place to get aluminum is going to be in the maze area, and we've at least got that little base right there. Oh, we still got some ice. Might as well grab it while we can. Because, yeah, the water condenser does not fill that fast. But, we don't want to fill up completely on ice. There's other things that we need. Okay. So, titanium was one of the things we needed. These little brain-looking things. Cobalt we were pretty good on. Silicon we needed. I'm to the point of ignoring the stuff that we've got plenty of... Uh-oh. Hopefully that's just a dust storm. Yes, it's just a dust storm. Okay, we're good. Now, I don't want to go too far into the maze because, again, it's a maze. And it's so easy to get lost in there. It's iron. I'm okay on iron. For once. The moment I start building up the base, that will run out so quick. Make sure our oxygen stays up, because even though I brought a tank with me, I do not want to use it if I don't have to. Now there's usually aluminum early on in here. But again, you gotta be very careful about which directions you go because it is so easy to get lost in here. Oh, there's a filter. I was wondering where that was. Here we go. Double aluminum. And yes, I know the aluminum forest is right there. There's actually not much aluminum right there. I feel like there's more aluminum to be found just right in here. Okay. I'm getting lost. I need to find my way out. Oh boy. Oh dear. I don't know where I'm at. Oh, here's a way out. Okay, so you know what? Go ahead and pop that. We're gonna need it. I keep hitting the space bar because I keep thinking, oh, hey, I can just, you know, rocket my way out. No, I can't. And this is not the direction I wanted to go in. But I think I have a base over here and the little base is over here. So, yeah, that maze gets me every time. It's one thing when I can use a rocket pack and just fly through it. I feel like it's easier because you move faster and you can use the vertical shelves a little bit to your advantage. But yeah, when you're just on foot, I get turned around in there so easily. I am not a good maze person. You put me in a corn maze, I'm gonna start crying. We didn't get as much aluminum as I would have hoped, but having used my oxygen canister, I do not want to risk going back in there. Because this time, I will definitely get lost, and then I will die, and then I will be sad because I will lose this file. We're doing pretty good so far. I say as we're about almost out of oxygen again. There we go. Oh, and we don't have any hydration, so we'll just stop at the water fountain. The very, very large water fountain. Meh. Okay, so we did at least get some aluminum. Enough to help get us through a short while. That was not what I meant to do. And we've got some more water. Well, ice, but could be water. We could definitely use some more veggie tubes. Because I think we've only got the one. We've only got the one thing creating oxygen right now, I think. So let's take a look. We've got the screens, one veggie tube, 2 T2 drills, 3 T3 drills, and 4 heaters. Yeah, that's literally the only thing creating oxygen right now. That's not good. But, again, we don't have a whole lot. Let's see. What can we do? This creates 6.5, and that takes 13. So if I build 2 of these, that'll cover that. That way I'm not using the aluminum for T2. Sometimes it actually does pay to make the smaller stuff. Okay, so I think that was 2 silicon. No, it was 1 silicon. It's 2 cobalt, which we have plenty of right now, and an iron. And I'm building 2 of these, so why did I put back that silicon? Yikes. I think ahead. Yeah, right now we've only got 1 of these things, and while it's got a very powerful flower in there that helps give you a big multiplier, yeah, you definitely want more oxygen than just 1 single thing. And I'm sure planting it right next to the nuclear production is not going to cause mutations in any way, shape, or form. Alright, so... Ah, good, we got another one. So, let's build. Need a thing of water. And 2 silicon, aluminum, magnesium. If I did this right, it shouldn't go down. If I didn't do it right, it's going to go down and I'm going to start crying. There we go. Yeah, usually by now I have way more plants planted, but I haven't been diligent. And that gives us 8 power. Can I build? That doesn't take much. It doesn't give much, but it doesn't take much. Granted, the VeggieTube 3 is better, but I could build a couple of these. Because I've got the ice. And while that doesn't get us much, it gets us a tiny bit. Okay, that should be everything. Now, what plants do I want to put in here? What are my most powerful ones? Let's see. Yeah, the Nolnas are going to be the more powerful because they're 300%. Although I did find out that you can plant the Lermas in here, and including in the flower pots when you get those. You can just have vines. I thought that only the flowers could go in there for the longest time. I don't know why I thought that. Okay, let's put you guys back here. And these will be easy to disassemble once we have enough power to grow other things. And now we've at least got some pretty flowers growing. Never hurts to have some flowers inside. Yeah, that didn't take much at all. Thank goodness for that. Now, usually by now, I would have built a whole bunch of rockets to send into space to bring down uranium so I could build more nuclear reactors. But again, that takes 55 energy. So either I would have to take a... Well, as much as I hate to say it, I'm not using the biolab right now. So what I'm going to do so that I don't waste these resources so I can build it again when I need to, let's put you in here. And that should give me enough power. Because that was like, what, 50? No, it's not. That was 40. Well, if I can build a couple more... Ooh, tricky though. I'm gonna have to make a bunch of super alloys, so let's see if I can make the... Oh, I'm almost dead from dehydration. Excuse me, I have to live. Living is important. Okay. I need 3 super alloys. Okay. Let's even see if I'll have all the resources needed to build this thing. And I would need at least 1 rocket, which is going to be another super alloy. And it also takes an iridium rod, which I have, and 2 uranium. And then I can call uranium down. And that might be the best bet, because that is... I need more power. And for more power, I need more uranium. And yes, there are uranium mines, but there aren't any really close by. Every single one is going to be far enough away that I just don't feel like it's worth going to. Because there's ice in the way, there's other stuff in the way. It's like, yeah, I'll just do it this way. I will deconstruct my whole base just to have enough power. So that gives me at least the 4 of those I need. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, so for the rocket, I'm gonna need put these resources aside. I just want to make sure everything is going to work out. Okay, so that's what I needed for that. Now I just need... Yeah, I just need about 10 power. Which I can get from... Let's see if I can build a T2. I should be able to. I can't remember what goes into it. I just know it's a bunch of stuff, so I'm just gonna grab everything. I didn't need titanium. That's good. Okay. Yay, I think I can actually make this work. Woo! And I have one thing of patch of grass right here. It just looks so pathetic. It's like, I will have grass. I need to touch grass. Whee! I'm still depressed. It didn't work. I was lied to. Okay, definitely empty that of water when we have the chance. We can continue to survive. This is a great thing. Hey, fish. Hey, buddy. What you doing? Oh, he's going for a walk. That's what he's doing. Okay, see you later, buddy. Have fun. Okay, so... I used to build this as far away from my base as I could. And it turns out that that is a mistake, because once you launch a rocket, you want to be close by. You want to be very close by. Because I'm basically going to run from there to there. And try to be safe. The problem is that I need to be able to observe where the rockets are landing without being in the way. So... I wonder... Oh, there's just enough here. Let's give ourselves a bit of a sunroof, and this will allow me to back off in case they're coming in at a weird angle. Alright, so, now for the rocket. Huzzah! Now, strap myself to it and get myself off this horrible planet. Okay, if I remember correctly... I've got the rocket. What else do I need? Now watch, it's gonna be super alloy. Actually, now that I've said that, I think, yeah, I think it is super alloy. I think you need it to build the full thing. Yep, I'm gonna need 2 more. It's always something. But 3 cobalt. So I need 2 super alloy, 3 cobalt. Do not fling yourself off of here. You will die. I've done that before. I've just flung myself off and be like, I don't have a rocket pack. Crunch. Because there is fall damage in this game. There truly is, and it is horrible. Okay. Hydration. Got you covered. Alright, so I need 2 more. And I just used my titanium. Oh dear. Yep. Okay, so let's go foraging for some titanium. There should still be some laying around. Oh my goodness, I have completely decimated this area. There is nothing here. This bowl is empty. Which is good because a lot of the asteroids can fall in there, and pretty much everything that is called down is something I need. Titanium. And I just realized I walked outside without oxygen, which is bad. So, on that note, let's head back. Yeah, because I've been playing... I'll grab an extra one while I'm here. Because I've been playing on slightly less difficulty... Oh, there was one right here. I've gotten in the habit of walking out without oxygen because I have, like, an air filter, and my oxygen meter goes down really slow, and it's, like, bad habit to get into. Especially when you're going back into hardcore mode. Okay, so there's that. And 3 cobalt. We can do this. Oh, and it's nighttime. That's perfect. And the reason why that's perfect is it makes it easier to see the glittering of the uranium. Because sometimes it's hard to tell where it is. So let's double check. Gives global heat generation bonus, heat multiplier, attracts uranium asteroids. That's what we want. So, launch and run. You know, you probably shouldn't stand next to a rocket when it's going off, though. But I will watch as it takes off. That would have incinerated me. Absolutely, it would have. And before it's even gotten all the way to space, here they come. And it looks like they're not going to hit me, so... Okay, you're over there. You're over there. Yeah, I want to make sure I can retreat in the event that any of these get too close. So far, they've all fallen into the bowl. That one's going way over there. Yeah, they don't all land in the same area. And apparently one of the things they want to do is have your base get damaged at some point. It's like, oh, please don't. I like my base. But I guess it makes sense. Oh, yeah, want to stay. Because, you know, nothing is impervious. There we go. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Now move relatively quickly, because if another meteor shower just of, you know, like standard stuff comes down, it will erase this. It will cause everything to despawn. That, and I found out the hard way, if you close out your game, it will despawn then as well. So I can't save and come back and expect it all to be here. And as you can see, it's kind of nestled in there, so it can be a bit of a pain. And this is our one chance to get more energy, which we need desperately. Okay, there was one over there, and there's my little base right there. I'm gonna pick up... Why am I picking up ice? I don't need to pick up ice. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm not... It's because my thirst meter's going down. It's like, you can't crunch ice. I'm gonna drop that. We'll drink up after we get these. Now the bonus part is that we've only got so many heaters going. It's not that many. This is how you get your heat bonuses. Because this gives you, what, plus 1,000%? Or something ridiculous? So yeah, but you want to be sending tons of rockets up. I usually have an average of like 4 or 5 going. I've seen people with hundreds of them going, and that gets your bonuses up so quick. And that's enough for another thing of power, at least. But there's more that we haven't found yet, so let's top off water and food and get down there. Oh yeah, you can see them. Yep, food level's also low. We're taking care of that. I'm not gonna let myself die. Not after coming this far. And definitely drop off the uranium. And with what we've already got, we might be able to build 2 or 3. Depending on our other resources, of course. But uranium was going to be the one that was going to be the hardest to recollect. Oh, look at all that. Look at all that. And I get to you? Yes, I can. Now, I don't want to get too far away because, again, I'm not carrying oxygen because, once again, I am a liar. Saying, don't go out without oxygen, it's too dangerous. And then what do? I go out without oxygen. Should have made some when I was there. Okay, I'm gonna start heading back and I'll try to pick up a few things while I'm going. Oh, that oxygen's going down really fast. Okay, lesson learned. Grab an oxygen tank. I am still a delicate flower that needs to breathe. There. Okay, game, you win. Oh, there's one that I'll never be able to get to. Now, on the bright side, the rocks do slowly disappear and leave the stuff behind. I'm glad that they have that happen because some of them will get buried. Because I think how it works is that they just have one solid rock that when it hits, it just sort of scatters everything to make it look more natural. Unfortunately, that means you do get a bunch of very large rocks sometimes getting in the way of you getting everything, and that can be very frustrating. Especially as you get into the later game, and some of it is stuff that only comes via meteor for the longest time, like the pulsar quartz. There's a few caves that have them, but not really. So you're pretty much fully and solely dependent on having a meteor come down, and you can't call them down. That is one of those elements you cannot call down for yourself. And yeah, those are much smaller and harder to get to when they're underneath a rock. Okay, I'm still gonna try for it. I'm still gonna go for it. I want to get it. Can I get it? Yay! And need that oxygen. Did I get them all? I don't think I've gone over there, but that's far enough that, yeah, again, I'm gonna want another oxygen tank. Grab some water. Oh, look at all that. Look at that. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, so let's start 2, 3. I can make 3 more of those things. Provided I can make the super alloy, which I can make 2. I can make 2 things of super alloy. That's not good. But again, there's other sources to find your aluminum. Aluminum's going to be a little bit easier to get as opposed to uranium. Look for the sparkle. Not that one. Ah, I didn't get them all. Ooh, a chest. With nothing important. But I will still pick it up. Because we are running low on regular supplies, too. Alright, I think that's everything. At least that I can easily get until everything has... all these rocks have gone away. And end of the wire. There we go. Got it. Barely made it. That gets us a few more supplies at least. I definitely need more aluminum. Might as well eat that. Got a chip. A shredder machine. More food. Alrighty. Well, how am I doing? I've only got 10 power after all that. But let's see how much I could conceivably make. I think this is only going to be enough for one more. Which still not bad. Yep, got a little bit of change. That's good because having at least 2 of these sitting around, which I'm going to go ahead and take those out right now and put them in here. And I need an iridium rod. But iridium is... I've still got that entire cave to deplete. So if I need to make an iridium rod, I can. And that'll be enough to build another rocket. What I need is more aluminum again. Which, it might be time to start raiding the aluminum forest. So... No, I need 3 of those, thank you. I tend to click away way too fast. Oh, I only need 2 of those. Alright. I've got... Oh, I need water. Hydration, very important as it turns out. And I'll grab a thing of food. We've still got plenty of ice, even though I'm warming up the planet quite a bit. That's nice. Usually by now, it starts disappearing. There's our landing spot from so long ago. Now I'm wondering, did I get the golden chest that was over here? If not, it might be worth grabbing now. Ah, I didn't, because I would have broken that down. There we go. We got another flower. And breaking down the chest does give you at least a tiny amount of super alloy. Okay, let's... There we go. That's about as far as I want to run. Look at that. I've already got 2 super alloy and 3 aluminum. Okay, what you carrying, buddy? Please be good. Yeah, not terrible. And yeah, there's a wreck in here, but it's gonna have fairly generic loot, if I remember correctly. There are tons of boxes laying around, though, which... Go ahead and take the stuff I need. I need cobalt, too. You know what? It's all worth it. Let's head back to the little base and put down a chest and start collecting, because, yeah, there's going to be a bunch of stuff here, and it'd be easier to just collect it all, put it in a box, and then come back to the box whenever I need it. Because I think... Yes, I can build a big storage. There we go. You know what? Might as well just drain this place of resources. Might as well. They are all useful. Because making all the super alloy myself means I'm running low on even the basics. I kind of wish there was a way you could make yourself a pickaxe and just go to town on these great big spires, because they look like they're made of aluminum. And I like how the sparkle is there to distract your eyes from the sparkle of the aluminum on the ground, which is what you're looking for. Yep. Build another one. Because again, this is a very rich area, so it's worth it to kind of just drain it of all of its resources. Might as well go ahead and drink the water. Actually, why did I... Me. There, now it's full. Okay, so... let's see about that rack. It probably doesn't have much in it, but might as well. And who knows, I might be pleasantly surprised. Usually on every other playthrough, it's just, you know, generically, you know, nothing that you can't just harvest around here. But every now and again, you can find something good. Like, a couple more rockets. Free rockets would be good. I don't know why, but in my original playthrough of my big file, for some reason, the game just kept giving me rockets all the time, and it was insane. Also, I'd like to point out, in my other game, there are 4 chests here. And for some reason, this one only gave me 2, so thanks, game. Maybe it has something to do with hardcore mode, I don't know. Ooh, another chest. Lucky. Ah, there it is. And now if I need resources, I've got plenty to go for. Okay, so the one thing we needed the most was aluminum. Take the chip, definitely. Iridium, definitely. Actually, I can eat one of those foods now. And there we go. Oh man, I'd love to take the flour, but... well, you know what? I don't need the food. There we go. Oh, psh, there's a rod there. Take that instead of the great big things of iridium. Alright. Good haul. And that gets me another one of the golden chests. There's several of them in the game, and each one has one of those red flowers in it. That's worth plus 600% to your oxygen, which is very, very nice. I usually put those strewn about my house, let them grow everywhere. Though my favorite is a flower that does not grow until later, and you just find it randomly out there. It's called an orema, I think. It's this beautiful purple flower, and they're like, use it to make a tree, and I was like, no, it's too pretty. Okay, let's put all this away. There we go. That was a good trip. Well worth the risk. And we've got some spare for another rocket. Now, what's on this? Ah, torch 2. Pretty much useless. I shouldn't say useless. It can be situationally nice. Alrighty. Now we can make more super alloy because we've got plenty. Well, not plenty of resources. We definitely need more silicon and titanium. Alright. I'm gonna get up and stretch my legs because my foot's starting to fall asleep. So, I gotta leave it on the pause screen though. I'll be back in... Give me about 5 minutes to stretch my legs. Everybody get up, stretch, get some hydration. Okay, and we are back. Sorry about that. I do like to take regular breaks. Again, if you're looking for a professional streamer who's going to sit here and keep commentary going and, you know, have a great setup, no. I didn't even have a cover for my mic for the longest time, and yeah, it did not sound great. But, let's see. What were we doing? Absolutely nothing of value, probably. We are trying to get more power. That's right. Nope, keep the oxygen. It's important. Yeah, we definitely need another one of those. So, nope, not iridium. How much does it take? It takes 3 super alloy per. And I don't think I can make that right now. I'm low on resources, because, yeah, cobalt's running low, silicon, and definitely titanium. Okay, so, got an oxygen capsule. This would be a good... I already see some green up there. I missed some. This is why I like hunting for these things at night. It's so much easier to find the little, green gems when the lights are out. There we go, we missed one. Yeah, they don't despawn too quickly, but if I had closed out the game and then reopened it, they'd all be gone. And I just fell through a rock there. Okay, so that wasn't what we came out here to find, but still worth it to look for. Oh, but we do get to see something out there. Look at that, we've got water. Because that's the next stage. Okay, so... And if I end up using my oxygen out here, that's fine. I need these resources. That's not something I need. There, titanium. We need more titanium. So much more. Okay, pop that oxygen. So much iron around here, and oh my goodness, I missed an entire meteor. Look at that. That's iron. I didn't need that. Still haven't managed to get a whole lot of titanium. But this will disappear, so definitely get it now. And yeah, this is why you don't want to build around your original base, because it's going to be underwater. But that is an oxygen point up down here, so I should pick off this area of its resources and splash through the water. And I can just do a free top off here. There we go. Ah. Well, I did not get nearly as much titanium as I would have liked. But, top off again. And we should be able to make it back to base. Yeah, there's plenty of titanium over here now that I can't pick it up. There's also so much iron, and usually iron is the thing that I deplete these areas of first. It's like, oh, why isn't there iron everywhere? Oh yes, hydration is low, despite the fact that it's raining. I should just be able to tilt my head up and drink, but unfortunately I can't because apparently my character is wearing a helmet. Does make me wonder, how are they drinking then? Well, on the bright side, we got more uranium. Not enough to really make much of a difference, but we've got more. Because that's 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'd need one more to make another one of these. Well, I've got a little bit, so let's start making some super alloy. And there we go. We can build at least... Oh. Well, okay, so that was for the next rocket, but I've got 3 right here. Okay, so just 2 things of water. Well, I can get that from outside. Why deplete my resources when I can just do this? Oh, and there's a new algae generator. Well, can't really put it down because it has to be in water, but... I'm gonna come up here. Do I see any more green glows? Nope. I desperately need titanium, so I need to be prioritizing that. I forgot to grab another oxygen thing. That's bad. Basically everything needs to be picked up, but yeah, titanium is definitely the thing I need more of. Ooh, a box! Except I'm running out of oxygen, so let's go to my little spot over here, see if we can get some of the resources out of this. Okay, not too much in here, but so we've got silicon. Very slowly, I will deplete this of all of its resources. And away again. Such a riveting stream you guys have joined me for. Thank you! Yeah, this is what I need. This is what I play when I need to relax. When I just want to kick my feet up and just, chill stream. I have to say the devs have done an amazing job with this game, and I'm loving it so far, and I can't wait to see where they take it. The last update they did was frogs, which, being a huge amphibian and reptile fan, made me so happy, but I'm refusing to play more of it because I kind of want to get there naturally with this. I want to see if I can get to the latest update in hardcore mode. But I already said if I die in hardcore mode again, I am just gonna go ahead and throw in the towel and just play my regular relaxing version. All of it. Okay, so that should be enough to make a couple more super alloys. Just make them 4 at a time. No, 4. Gimme. I need to stop tabbing out. That's a bad habit of mine. Oh, I'm thirsty too. Go to the water fountain. Yep. There we go. Okay, and deposit all the extras in here. think there were 2 things of water left in here, so hey, that works. And just keep building up the power so I can just build everything and not have to worry about it. Yep, got it up to 183. That's good. So I think it should be safe to rebuild the biolab. Can I put it on this side? I don't think I can. Nope. I can put it on top. Ah, I can put it in the back. How about that? And it's facing the wrong way. Oh well. Again, I'm probably not going to use it for a little while yet because we're still getting the water. Once the water gets up closer to us, then we start adding the algae and all that jazz to it. And once you start getting into the biological stuff, it moves quickly. But lakes take a while. Because, yeah, that's where we're at. And look at how slowly that is moving. Because the game expects you to be sending up tons of rockets, you know, increasing your pressure, your heat, everything. Well, I'm not. I'm really not. I don't have enough rockets. I suppose I could spend 1 and get the pressure up. But that's a risk. But I should have enough uranium. And that'll give us at least 1 rocket for pressure, 1 for heat. Okay, and there's those 2. And that'll also get us some spare iridium. Or I could just call down another uranium storm. That'd be fine too. Now when I get up there, I'm going to do a quick glance around to make sure I haven't missed. I don't see anything green or glittery. So I may have missed one. Not that big of a deal. Alrighty, so magnetic field attracts iridium. Pressure multiplier by 1,000. Okay, let's do this. And the other one? Yeah, that's just a GPS. That's not as important. This time I'm not going to walk next to it. I'm going to get slightly out of the way. Oh boy, that's coming in fast. Oh, and a hit right next door. That'll be easy to collect. Okay, that's in the basin. Another one in the basin. This is how I spend my time nowadays. That one looks like it just went right through. Oh, it got a lot over here this time. Oh, wow, and already some of it's disappearing. Well, that works out. And already we're getting these little troughs of water. That's new. That's with the latest edition, because that was not there before. Oh, I didn't grab an oxygen. I should do that. Because it's so easy to get distracted when you're out collecting. I know myself. There we go. Never leave home without oxygen. Yeah, am I going crazy? half the meteors already disappeared. Okay, I see one over there. Oh, this one hit over here. Wow. Ah, bigger backpack. Yes. Yay. Well, hopefully I don't have to get in here, because this is being blocked. And I don't see... Oh, there they are. Again, these are easier to see at night. During the daytime, these blend in a lot. And sometimes looking for the glow helps, sometimes it doesn't. But especially when it's half buried like that, there's not much I can do. So I've got to wait for those stones to disappear. This will get us a few more iridium rods, which will be lovely. Later on, I'm just using the multipliers and I don't even bother going to collect it. I'll just call down a bunch of meteors and be like, I ain't collecting that stuff. I just want the multipliers. And try not to get stuck. Okay, yeah, I definitely gotta wait for some of this to dissipate. It's just easier to pick up once the rocks have gone away. But yeah, iridium is not as critical as the uranium is. It's still very, very handy. And at least we got one rod out of that. Nope. Yeah, gimme. Yeah, this is the part of the game where it definitely becomes a little bit more tedious, because you see how slowly that is building up. For some reason, getting to lakes takes forever. And I think part of it is because they expect you to have this going way faster, and I don't. I need more multipliers. I need the oxygen multiplier, but I haven't unlocked that yet. There is an oxygen rocket, but again, that comes later. But don't worry, the lakes will come whether you are ready for them or not. Because look at that. Now, the downside to this is that if enough water covers if it's still fairly superficial and it covers one of these minerals, you can't scan it. And so you can lose stuff that way. Once it's all underwater, it gets a little bit easier. And they have done a few patches to try and let you get stuff that's right there on the edge. But it's still not perfect. So you might lose a couple of elements when you're trying to pick stuff up in the basin, which can be, like I said, a bit of a pain. Looks like some of it fell over here. I do have my oxygen with me. Okay. Now I'm over here and it still works, so I might as well top off at my original spot. I do love the sound effect of you going through the water. I'd like to think my character is incredibly happy. Just have water. Yep, oxygen's low. Yeah, blue sky, already done, thank you. Good. It's starting to... Some of the meteors are starting to go away, and it's getting dark. That'll make the shine stand out a little bit more. Random floating rocks. Not concerning in the slightest. This is a strange planet. I say with my floating base. Oh, it's all underneath. Uh-oh. I fell in. Hopefully I'll be able to get back out. I can't get to it. It's all trapped. Okay, pop that. Okay, so that stuff, I either have to wait to collect until the meteors go away, or I just have to accept their loss. Aha! Random one over here. Must have gotten flung. Okay, I think that's everything. I do think it's strange that there's not more clouds in the sky, but suddenly it's raining, and you can still perfectly see everything. Again, the game's not perfect, but I do love it. I love it. I love how it looks. I love how I feel when I'm doing all this stuff. You can see so much of what you've done to change this world, and I just love the little details like that. Makes you feel like you're actually having an effect on it. There we go. Got some more iridium, so if I need to make more heaters, I can. If I need to send more rockets, I can. I should have enough power to be able to do that now. Get a few more of these going. Slowly but surely. And we're gonna plant them all right here, right next to the nuclear reactor, because there is no way that's ever gonna go wrong. Yeah, that doesn't add too much to the oxygen. But it's nice that just makes me feel better. I kind of wish it would just keep doing that. That you could just have these long, ridiculous numbers that are going up really fast. Biomass is definitely not going up a whole lot because, yeah, the only thing we have going right now is that grass spreader. You are going solo right now. But we could add an algae thing. But we'd have to make a couple of things to get that. I think we could. If I remember correctly, to make a bioplastic nugget, you just need 2 mushrooms of silicon and a water. Yep. That gets us one of those. Eggplant, water bottle, super alloy, because of course. I think I've gone through all my super alloy. So just eggplant, and magnesium. I'm gonna go ahead and put one of these down, just because. It'll help get the biomass up, so we actually get some plants going. And it just makes me happy to have it. Because what's going to happen is that this water is going to keep getting closer and closer to the base. And it's actually going to bring this closer. So I'm just going to put this, like, right here and watch it travel. I wonder if it's, enough. Oh, I don't have a oxygen, so I gotta be careful. If it gets to halfway, I have to go. Because, yeah, I haven't really been diligent about bringing my oxygen up. Can I get to it yet? Can I get to it yet? Nope. It's still covered. Oh, that was risky jumping down that length. Okay, so before I do anything stupid again, I'm gonna make 2 oxygen tanks. And I should probably drink some water. And I'll go ahead and eat a food packet. I'm gonna check over here again. And then loop back around, see if there's any iridium I've missed. Because even though I don't really need it, I'll get some titanium while I'm on my way. It doesn't hurt to have it, because eventually I'll use it. Aha! And already finding some stuff. Not much. There we go. Oh, I'm already seeing a few I missed over there. Is the water building up over here yet? Nope. Did I ever get this? Probably not, because I usually take them down when I do. That's titanium. I need that. Oh, wow. There's a lot over here that I missed. One of the things that they did change that I'm very appreciative of is later on you get super alloy meteors that come in, and they come in fast. But they also disappeared, like, almost before you could even step outside. They were all gone. So you'd only get a handful as you're running around trying to dodge being hit. And I just felt like it was very dissatisfying. Well, I noticed recently when that happened, I was playing on my intense mode, and I noticed that, hey, they're sticking around for a little bit. Still not very long, but longer than it was. So I'm glad that they made that change. There we go. Picked a couple. Is it enough to make another rod? It is! Well, there we go. That was worth it. Got enough there, and got quite a bit of titanium. And 1 random iron. There we go. But yeah, the lakes is not going to happen anytime soon. Definitely not during this playthrough, because wow, is that slow. This part always drags. It always does. Which, I'm kind of glad. Sometimes it feels like you're going from spot to spot way too fast. You develop way too quick. This forces it to slow down. And it gives you time to really build up. This is the best time to start building your base. I built mine a little early because I jumped the gun on it. Because I always get way too excited. During the lake period is when you want to start finagling your base and really concentrating on that. And before that, you want to be building up your resources. Ah, we can finally get the iridium. It's only 3, but it's better than nothing. Better than a kick in the teeth, as my grandpa would say. Yeah, you won't be able to get to that small base for very long. It's going to be underwater very soon. As will this base. Although, I might be up high enough. My other one I built much lower. And yeah, that was kind of embarrassing. It's like, well, we need to evacuate and rebuild. I almost feel like we need some windows just to watch the water coming in. You know what? I will never say no to windows. Let's go ahead and put one out there. Yeah, we can watch. Just for now. Wherever we go, we can watch. Okay, so we're doing pretty good on power. Pressure's going up, heat's going up. Let's see, what are we close to unlocking? Ooh, yes. This nuclear reactor, you get so much with that. What I really want is ore extractor 2. The first one, crimey, that thing just gets nothing. You use all these resources and you get nothing out of it because it's completely randomized what you get. It'll say, oh yeah, we're mining for iron, and then you get anything but. At least with the second tier of that, it's a little bit better. But we won't be getting that for a while. Oh, hydration critical. Oh, yeesh. Don't forget to hydrate, people. Biodome. We're still a ways away from that, although that generates trees, which just makes me happy. T4 heater, still a ways away from that. We did get the backpack, so what do I need for the backpack? Is that over here? No. This is where the agility boots are. What tier do I even have? I have the T2s. I should probably make the second exoskeleton, though. Oh, which I can do. I can totally do that. But that's what I want to see. Ah, 3 super alloy and a titanium. I'm being mocked at this point. It's like, hey, guess what you don't have? Ha 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 ha. Hold on, I only want to make... Oh, no! I can't even make that much, because I made windows. Ugh. Well, I can make 2 at least. That's something. I'm still running low on everything. But if I can make a bigger backpack, I can carry more. Alright. We need some cobalt. And there's some down here, but it's all getting buried. Okay, just pick up everything. You need a resource run. Yeah, some of the stuff that's like right on the edge, like... Oh, I can still get it! Oh, they did fix it! Okay. It used to be if it was half submerged like that, you could not get it. So, thank you, dev team. We appreciate your efforts. Thankfully, Cobalt's one of the easier ones to find everywhere. Now, there's another glitch that keeps happening. If you happen to scroll past something and it has a power reading, it'll stay. And then as you walk across a map, you can see it from extreme distances, and it's kind of hilarious. Can we make it? Can we make it? Oh, just barely. I probably should not have done that. Okay. There we go. Getting some of our resources back. Not many. Yeah, what was that? Oh, it's this thing. Yeah, that's one of those glitches that they still haven't fixed. And it didn't used to do that. That is new. And I'm wondering why that is. Video games basically do not work. No video game works. They're all horribly broken. It's just they're broken in new and exciting ways. Okay, so there's 3. And a piece of titanium. Okay, so... Nope, not those. Wrong one. I now have the big backpack. This is as big as it gets so far. And it makes it so much easier when you're out doing resource runs. At some point, I do need to make the exoskeleton too, because I'm running out of space here. Now what? Here, I'm on T4 of oxygen. That's as big as it gets. T3. Yeah. I would love to make myself a jetpack. But I feel like that's a waste of the rocket engines. Do I have enough that I could do that? Because that's super alloy. Okay, don't dehydrate again. I have enough to make 1. Okay, it's not letting me open that. There we go. Yeah, running out of aluminum again. It goes fast. Constant crafting and running around going, I don't have enough for this. It's a very relaxing game. Ah! Okay, so that gives us at least a little bit. So that's 2 rockets. Do I want to do that? It does help with moving around and getting to vertical spaces, so at some point I do want to build it, and I might as well do it now. And if worse comes to worse, I can always try and build... yeah, I've got the recycler. I can build one of those and just deconstruct it if I absolutely have to. I heard that fish. He just farted. I have about 3 seconds to live. I'm gonna cover my mouth. Because I know him. Those are never pleasant. Okay, so what am I doing? 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 What do I need to do? I'm not sure what I need to do. Oh, yeah. God. Oh, that stinks. Oh, that stinks so bad. Right now, I'm basically playing a waiting game, waiting for lakes to finish up. So, my guess is right now would be either base building, which I'll eat my last bit of food. I'm doing pretty good. I could just do a resource run. Oh, want to put that on. And there we go, we can fly! Look at me, Wendy, I can fly! I'm seeing a whole bunch of materials over here. I'll just come over here and just start draining them. I'll have this entire place strip mined. And it takes so much longer to fill up your backpack. You run the risk of running out of oxygen first. Which, speaking of which, probably should head back. I didn't even get the warning that time. The jetpack does make it easier to collect a bunch of stuff. I want these full. I'm sick and tired of having to run out mid-crafting to try and refill them. I definitely need to be getting everything. Because most of these are not even half full. Aluminum's running out too, which is alarming. Because right now that's my only source of super alloy. So just keep strip mining. Keep getting it all. Oh, I hear it. Is this a normal storm, or is this going to be resources? This looks like a normal storm. Okay. Guess sometimes it's like, hey, it looks like you're looking for resources and stripping this land bare. How about I give you some? And it's like, no, please. I have to hide inside when you do that. Yeah, there's not much left over here. And this area is getting very, very crowded. We made it back. No reason to panic yet. Man. And we're at 11%. It takes forever. So you know what? I do think after we finish stripping for resources, we need to focus on just building our permanent base. I think I know what I'm gonna do with it. Because this is just the best area to build it. There is one other area, but it doesn't become really great for it until later on. And that's on the other side of the map, which is by the waterfall, which is really fun to be at. But I'm gonna get this area nice and cleaned out. And the positive to getting rid of all the resources next to your base when you can move around further is when you call down resources that land around your base, it makes it easier to find them. Because if it's there, hey, I've already stripped this place clean, that must be a new resource. Oh, more aluminum, thank you. Some silicon, this is all good stuff. Okay, let's top off our oxygen over here. Maybe see how many resources we have still left in here. Oh, plenty. Go ahead, eat that. Oh yeah, we're still doing pretty good. But I haven't filled up my boxes yet. Sometimes it pays to just go out and get one resource and just fill it. Fill up your box one at a time. But, I'm just collecting as I go. And if I fill one, great. If not, oh well. Just go out again. Now that water's getting close. Once again, hydration is a concern. Because it's always a concern. I should probably double check my water outside. I'm sure I've got plenty. Gotta empty your resources every now and again. Is this a regular storm? Or is this... I'm gonna keep looking around and panic. Because getting hit by one of those meteors is maybe not a one-hit kill, but it's damn close to it. I wouldn't mind finding out what the formula is for the storms. It's like, what calls down certain storms? Is it an imbalance? You know, do you have not enough oxygen and too much heat and pressure? Or is it, you know, what's causing it? Ah, there's a second nuclear reactor. Oh, that's going to be so wonderful. Okay, that's way more full. Okay, so if I remember correctly, Yeah, that doesn't take as much, so I will get a bunch of super alloy back. It takes more uranium rods, but look at the difference. 86 to 331. That is a great trade-off. So just by disassembling one of them. Oh, that's right, I need the explosive powder. And for that, I need some iridium. And where did I put it? And sulfur. Oh, it's 2 sulfur, 1 iridium. Because of course it is. Because sulfur is something that you can just waste. Criminally game. Oy. Yeah, I won't be able to make too many of those, but I can make a few. Thing is explosive powder is one of those things that, again, oh, I don't have any and it's hard to make, and then later on you just end up with an excess of it. And it's like, I ain't using this. Usually around the time when you no longer need it, yeah, that's when you have so many of it. And another bottle of water. I am not prepared. And now what I can do is start taking some of these down. Get the resources back. Granted, those are minor resources, but it's still, that's resources. At some point, you do want to get to the point where you're taking things down and replacing it with the good stuff. Why am I looking there? And suddenly we have an excess of cobalt, which is great. That's a problem you want to have. I'll put it in here for now. Oh, there's my oxygen. I was looking for that earlier. Oh well. And we're running low on water again, because we're always running low. I don't think I can make another one of these, though. Because even if I take down the other 2, that'll just get me 2 rods back, and I need a 3rd one, so I'd have to send a rocket up. So it might be time to do another rocket. At which point, we have... How much do I need for it again? I just need 1. For a rocket, yeah. And then I'll need 1 for... Wait, is it 1 or 2? You know what, just grab 2. Just in case. And I believe it was silicon that we needed. It's either silicon or cobalt, so you know what, just take both. Decide when we get there. And that's iridium we need. Oh, it was cobalt, not silicon. Whoopsies. Okay, so good thing I grabbed both. Let's get some uranium. Apparently I didn't press the button hard enough. There we go. This is the perfect spot to be standing. I can watch it come in. I'll come out. Oh, that's a worse spot for it to hit. It gets caught up there. No. Yeah. Stop spreading out. I want you in the basin. Oh, that one's going to be far away. That one just went through the world, so we lost that one. Sometimes you get lucky and it'll throw you a bone and be like, hey, you didn't get that once, we'll give you an extra meteor, but not always. There we go. It is fun watching them get flung. And there's another hard to reach spot. Alright, so this one's not going to be as easy to collect. Oh well. Let's go ahead and top off our water. And put the silicon away, we don't need it. Okay, well this one's at least right there. And again, with the jetpack, I can move around a little bit faster and get up higher and see the glow. Doesn't mean I can reach it, though. Sometimes it's just trapped. Oh no, don't tell me all the resources from this one fell through the world. Sometimes that happens and there's not a dang thing you can do about it. Yep, just fell through the world there. Ah, there's one. A single one. Ah, there's another. Head back inside for a second. Okay, let's see if we can find the one that was way over here. Because I think that one actually fell into the cave. Which sometimes happens, and it's always hilarious. At least in my opinion. It's like, that's some good aim right there. No, it didn't. It went just outside of it. And those are up high enough I can't get to them. I think the ice is officially melted, now that I'm looking around. I'm never going to be able to get to that one. Okay, let's drop these guys off. See how many this got me. It got me too. It's not bad. I should probably drop off the ice. Drink my fill again because I will dehydrate so fast. It hasn't quite buried my base yet. I remember the first time I played, in my very first playthrough, I built this nice little base right around my capsule right there, and I was so sad when I realized I'm gonna have to abandon it. Let's see, is there anything else I can pick up while I'm here? Sound like I'm at the grocery store. I wonder if I can pick up anything else here in this wasteland. Can I get to this one? Oh, I can! Huzzah! And that should be enough for another rod. Ha-ha! Alright, I can build another nuclear power thingy. If I can make the explosive powder, of course. Oh, looks like I can. It'll be my last one for a while, though. Because I don't have much in the way of sulfur, although by now the sulfur cave should be exposed. Yep, super alloy and 3 waters. I should have all that. And that should take care of my power needs for a while. Not long, though, because the further in you get, the more power you need. But I can get some aluminum back from these. Oh. I can, if I don't overload myself. I'll pick it up here in a second. And that is going to help me out a lot. I'm going to have to put all the cobalt back over here. Oh, I'm running out of cobalt. No, I'm not. I've got cobalt for days. And now I've got enough resources. I should be able to make... Look at all that. I can make so many. Oh, my overflow is overflowing. I'm gonna make myself another window. I deserve having a window. Windows. There we go. I can make so many super alloys now, which helps out a lot. I've got water, I've got food. I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys doing? And we are at 17%. That number is not going up quickly. But how much do we have excess? 498. Criminally. Alright, so what are we close to unlocking? Lake water collector? We're still a ways away from that. Not close to the T4. About decently towards the biodome. Flower spread. Oh, this will be nice. Once we get that, it'll be so much easier to grow the flowers, although they take more power. But in the meantime, I can make a whole bunch of these. So, aluminum, magnesium, 2 silicon, water. Do I have enough water? No, I don't. At least not right now, but I can convert one of these. And let's start getting these plants out there, which usually by now I have so many more plants. looks mildly ominous. Okay, let's get these going. I normally have a much more wider variety of plants at this point, but apparently I have not been diligent in exploring and finding boxes that have plants in them. Oh well, I'll get there. And that should get my oxygen up by quite a bit. Maybe these dust storms will stop. I don't know what causes them. I really don't. Oh dear. You know what? We're at the point. Start dumping it out here. Just drop it. It'll be here if you need it. Alright, that should help our oxygen numbers by quite a bit more. Suppose one of the things I could do is start looking for the golden chest, because I only have... I think it's only 3 of them that I've gotten. And I can check that by looking over here. Yeah, I've only gotten 3 so far. So probably the one there, the one up there, and then the one that was under there. So I already know where there's going to be another one. And is there anything over here? Nope, it's just a mess. I'm fairly certain I didn't find all the uranium, but I think a lot of it got lost because it landed in bad spots. I know that there's a golden chest over here. Not this one, I already got that one. I'm gonna top off with my oxygen because it might take me a moment to find. It's around the outskirts. I do have my oxygen with me. I've got 2. I might be able to get the second one that I know of. Not sure which one of these it is, but it's tucked away. There it is! Okay, I'm doing good on oxygen, so I am going to go the full circle. Because there's another one in the spires over here, which I have not really been exploring, even though it's right here. One thing I do hope that they will take out at some point. When you go into the spires, for some reason, everything goes red. And I actually really don't care much for that. There we go. We're finally in it. Enough. It's like, what is the point of this? Now, there are a bunch of... Yes. That... Why does that have a rod? That is clearly supposed to be a microchip. I'm gonna fill up. Oh. That's okay. There's more stuff over here, I believe. This one's a little bit trickier to find because it's so... Yeah, it blends in. There it is. Okay, so... Oh, drop that. I don't need that. I need the aluminum more. There we go. And there is another iridium cave over here that also has osmium and sulfur in it, so if you're desperate for it, you can go over there, but I feel like this is just far enough from where I like my base to be. Yeah, I don't understand this red. It's like, in the early game, yes, but that stays even in the later game, which makes no sense. It'd be one thing if it was like a red mist along the bottom, but even if you go up high, I don't know. Are we gonna say goodbye to our base? Is it still working or is it underwater? It's still working! Even though it's got water in it. You were a good friend. But yeah, that's going to be fully underwater. Don't build your base down here. Bad idea. And see how I planted that way back over there? It's now slowly coming closer. Yep. Oh, I'm getting low on water. I don't have to convert. Let's see. There we go. Got a whole bunch more aluminum, which is very lucky. As you get further in the game, the chests stop giving you... I mean, they will still give you some minor stuff, but they start giving you better stuff. And aluminum is one of the things you can start finding in them. Which is why I tend to leave a lot of the boxes alone until later in the game. But now we've got another 2 of these to help increase our oxygen, because yeah, some of the smaller plants don't do as much, so... Yeah, let's take out the blue ones. Now, the blue ones I love to plant, because I think they're very pretty. I think they're one of the prettier flowers. Because yeah, this just got that little bit of gold outline. This one has these long green leaves, and it doesn't matter how I turn things, the leaves are always facing me, which kind of ticks me off. There we go. The red ones are very pretty as well, so usually the blue and red ones come inside the base, and I just plant them everywhere. And we've got even more. And I think, wow, that's fortuitous. Because, oh wait, no, we only need 1 now. It was the old ones that we needed 3. Unfortunately, we don't have any sulfur right at the moment. We'd have to make a special run for that, which we can. Yeah, we're doing pretty good on resources right now. Uh-oh. There we go. Doing very good on resources, actually. But I keep talking about how I'm gonna redo the base. I think it's time. I think it is finally time to start doing stuff with the base. Which is why I built this over here. This is going to be the temporary storage unit. So let's get some of these down to move our resources over. I hear my roommate stirring. Oh gosh, what is he doing? I don't know. What 4th of July shenanigans is he planning on? Okay, that's everything. Okay, let's move these guys over first. Oh, right, because I have the oxygen on me. I can't... I probably won't need the oxygen for this because I'm going to be going back and forth from here, and if I run out of oxygen doing that's my own dang fault. I don't bother separating things when I'm doing this because it's all going to be a mess for a time. Probably could just call them what they are because I don't think I have that many. I don't know. You know, yeah. I might as well keep them. I don't know how long it'll take me to build the base, so I might as well keep them in their own separate things. That'll make it easier in the long run, because I never can build a base. I can never just... Oh yes, that's fine the first time. Might as well make it nice. Wait, no, this will be the overflow, so... In there. This will be... And my hydration is low again. Okay, I'll keep the oxygen on me just because. Where is it? I better get some water. Just drop that there. I'll be back for it. Okay. I know this is not exactly the riveting content you signed up for, but that's okay. You can bear with me while I do some of my radicalized base building. Okay, let's finish getting the regular stuff out and then we can worry about the rest of it. Alright, so that's all the regular stuff. Plant seeds and stuff. Probably food. And then I'll need an extra one for all the random stuff I have laying around. Oh yeah, food. That takes its own. That's why I want to do this now before my resources get really bad. I think I put seeds in plants. I should have put water. Nope, that's the plants. I will put those in here. I don't need a seed spot yet. I need a water. There we go. Nah, seeds can stay in there for now. I don't care. It does not need to be perfect. Okay, so... And there shouldn't be a whole lot in any of these. Yeah, there's hardly anything. That was not what I meant to do. Oh well. Okay, so we need some more of these. Okay. One more. And that should be everything we need. Okay. I'm just gonna mark this as other. There we go. Actually, now I can pick these up. Just put them in the other pile as well. There we go. How we doing? Oh my gosh, that's almost here. Now here comes the tricky part, is emptying this place. Okay. I know exactly what I'm going to do with you guys. First I'm going to drink. Then I'm going to bring you over here to where you can be stored with the others. I am getting organized. It only took me this long. But yeah, this is basically what I do during the lakes portion because it takes so long to finish the lakes portion and get to the next stage. So I usually do my base building now, but again, I got enthusiastic and I built a bad base and I'm not happy with it. There we go. That is a very warm space. If I need to warm up, I'm just going to stand in there and cook. And honestly, now that I have the jetpack, I really don't need this because I can get from that inner base to here pretty easily. Oh, I shouldn't bring the resources over here. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. I can put these with the titanium and the silicon at least. Because it will get used eventually. Okay, so now I can take that down, that, that. How am I doing? There we go. There's a flower spreader. Okay, now I'm full. And that's what I do with that. Just shove it into one spot. Oh, good. Normally you're not able to do that, but apparently they patched that in because I actually wrote this as a report. I was like, I got trapped inside my own base, and I had no way of building like a ladder to get out or a door to get out, so I was literally trapped. Thankfully, that was on a relaxed level, so I didn't lose all my progress, but it kept respawning to the same spot, so I had to load an earlier save, and I was like, oh man, that sucks. And apparently you can now deconstruct while you're standing in something. Which, we can totally test that. Okay, let's get you. And... no! Okay, you still can't deconstruct while you're standing in something. I must have just been right on the edge. There we go. So it kind of sort of works. Not quite. Full. That's not. Oh, psh, the oxygen I dropped a long time ago. Yeah, we're only at 25%. We've got time. Now, let's go ahead and harvest. And we'll want to get these things going again, because even though I've got plenty of food for now, it runs out so quick. Okay. Okay, put it over here. Keep an oxygen, and I should eat something too. And this should be it. Get you, you, and you. Okay, the old base is down. And I don't really know where to put all this stuff, because I didn't quite build enough. Do I have enough for another one? There we go. Aha! No, all of it. I'll keep the oxygen. Okay, so I do like having my base right here. I like looking out onto this. It's a very nice view. And there's not too many places around here to build. Now, I could build on the water. I could just build some oh my goodness! Uranium! It's still here after all this time. Might as well. I'll go pick it up. Okay, so with that distraction out of the way, there's only so many places that yes, I'm checking around for others, because I don't think I got anything from this guy that landed over here. Oh, and that's probably why. This is not a solid surface. Debs, you might want to work on that one. If things are going to land on it, including myself, it needs to be more solid than it is. I could build on stilts over the water, but that's always very risky. I could build more inland and just, you know, have an extension out there. But the problem with that is trying to make sure it's all level. Huzzah! How do I want to do this one? Because I always build right here, and I feel like I'm getting tired of that. So let's see if we can find another spot to build that's just as good, because unfortunately, you can't build on top of the rocks. You just can't. Suppose I could build some stilts and just work around the rocks and build right here. And that would give me a great big base that I could do here, but I'd have to build it up. And I make my bases big. Oh, it's underwater. I'm sorry, friend. I've tried to build up there before. It does not work very well. So it's basically along this shoreline. Now, this is another spot. But I often build wider than this area. And there's another one. My goodness. Apparently I missed them all. Do I need to check around everywhere? Criminally. Now, I could build down there because there will be lakes down there as well, but I don't find that view as pretty. And that's what it's all about. Okay. Take the iron. Because we're going to need a foundation. Hydration low. Well, it's a good thing we got this. I kind of want to try and build right here. Because I've never put anything right here. And if I start at a fairly... Yeah, because see, you can't build right here. Which, I hope that they change that. Because these can go through almost anything. I kind of hope that they, like, don't let us build on top of it, but let us build through it, for crying out loud. If I do it right about that height, that should be enough. But let's double check. I want to see if I can build a decent foundation. And the water shouldn't come up this high. It comes up pretty high, but not quite this high. And with the added height of these, that should be pretty good. Might want to drop them down a little bit. Yeah, they're up just a tiny bit too high. If I can drop it down one more. Now, is it just gonna clip? Yeah, it's not gonna let me go down anymore. So. Again, it's hard to get it perfect the first time. I just want to get the beginnings of the foundation done. Oh, oxygen. Don't want to ignore that. At least I'm close enough to my base. Okay, you go from low to critical way too fast. There needs to be more time between that, dang it. Okay. I will probably be coming in from the side quite a bit. Can I build another one over here? Yes, I can. And of course it's not even. Meow. Oh, I need silicon for that. Whoopsies. Is there any laying around here? Probably not. I think I've pretty much stripped this place of everything. Oh well. I guess I will go grab some. Because being able to pop inside here and grab my oxygen rather than having to run over here every single time will be much more handy. There we go. Okay, panic over. And now the hydration's low. Okay, so. What was I doing? Door. Gotta build a door. And then I can just clip this on. And it's gonna take two of them. Holy crap, more than two. That's a long staircase. That might be not be the best. This might actually be too long. So let's do that. Let's see if that's better. Oh, it doesn't want me to clip there because, this is why it takes forever to do this. It gets finicky. We will get this figured out. I just made the foundation one too many. Okay, top off. We're gonna get this. Dang it, I'm gonna get this base started. Okay. What the? Where did it... Unfortunately, there's no way to just take the door off. You have to take the whole damn thing down. Ugh. Okay, try again. This time on this side. Hold on, why is it clipping down there? Oh, there we go. Okay, it still takes 2, but it's a little bit better. It goes straight into the dirt after that. I technically could just build a little station, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, so now we have the beginnings of the base. And if that entrance doesn't work, I can always try again. It's just, I always build the exact same base every single time. And I want to try a different design this time. It's probably not going to work. I'm probably going to get to the end and be like, why did I do that? Why didn't I just build it how I usually do? But dang it, I'm going to try something new to that this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, it's about the size of my usual base. I could probably bring that in a little bit more. Hold on, top off my oxygen before I get rid of this. I didn't realize how wide it was. Okay. I'm not gonna redo it. I will just live with it being slightly wonky underneath. Now I only need one thing. There we go. 3, 4, 5. Okay, that gives me a long hallway to start with. Okay, and yeah, that's... Oh, that's gonna tick me off so much. I can't take it. I can't. Okay, just move that forward. There. I'm so picky about those things. It just drives me up the wall. And now you see why the base building is usually left towards this time period. It takes a long time to build up the lakes, and I occupy it well by doing this. And by the time I'm done, usually lakes is done. Because it's almost done at this point. I think it's past the 50% marker. Of course, I don't know because I took down all the things to it. So I can't check my progress. There we go. Let's put another one under there for stability. And there's no way I'm gonna get a door up there right now. Okay. Top off our oxygen. Get some water and some food. I'm sure you guys are loving this. I'm gonna end up living in here because it's like, oh, give up, guys. It's just terrible. Okay. Okay. We're gonna need to start building some of these again. And the spaces in between. There we go. We just build it out. Okay, so we got the beginnings of it. Oh my goodness. Where did I put my food? Eat a bean. Oh, that's right. I need to get my food growers going again. What does it take to grow those again? Aluminum, iron, water. Okay. And I should focus on the stuff I'm gonna eat. So I had some more seeds. There we go. I'll eat squash and beans. Sounds delicious. Okay, build those in here. Oh, I need water bottles too. Duh. Meow. There we go. Get some beans growing. And some squash. And hopefully I can reach all that. I can at least get over here. And I think I can reach over there. Okay. Alright. What was I doing again? Okay, so there's some iron. That. Okay, so I've already learned I need at least 3 spaces to have room for all my resources. So, and I mean 3 of these spaces for all the resources in the game. The question is, do I want to build just a level of resources and just have 4 of these and just fill it to the brim with all the junk I need? Because I can. I can just have just 4 sitting around and just fill it with resources and put everything else up top. That might be the best way to do it. In which case, I can start with these 2 and go from there. Because I don't have to build the whole base in one day. I don't. And it's good for me to tell myself that. Because otherwise this is all I will do. Okay, so let's get... So, that allows me to build 2 more. And I'm going to need 1, 2, 3... That's 1 too many. Because I got to build the little things in between. Because I like to have hallways. Although I guess I don't really actually need them. Not really. I could just build it together. Just take this out and put them right next to each other, but I like having a hallway. I can just build this, like, right here. Okay, so simply because of how it's set up, everything has to go along these lines. So as I walk in here, I'll be able to get between them. And there we go. Can't put a window. And this will just be where all the resources go. Oh, and there's one of those ponds right there. I don't know what they're going to do with these. They've just... That was added in on the last one, so I'm wondering if it has something to do with the frogs. And then I can put everything else that I need up here. I'm getting it together somehow. Okay. Let's get a bunch of these. We need all the iron that we can get. Because this is going to take a lot. Okay, that should be enough. At least to get started. To the people who are just joining us, hi, this is what I do. I'm playing Planet Crafter, and I am just crafting, because that's all I want to do. Okay, so... That's right in the middle. Okay, that'll be fine. Oh, those are touching butts. Sometimes that can cause glitching. We do not want to be touching butts. Not without consent. There we go. And I should probably give them some space, because what happens is sometimes when I respawn inside of a base, I'll be on top of these things, and if they're too far together, it really does glitch out. Like, horribly so. That has happened to me before, and I end up getting killed because I get squished. So if there's a little bit of a gap, I can at least move things around. It's hilarious, by the way, when you die like that. I can't stop laughing when it happens. Okay, so this'll get us started. And my hydration is low again. Oh, my shoulders, I shouldn't be doing this. How's the growing going? Okay, we're doing decent. Okay, so we can move some of these over there. Might as well. Just get it started. I'm seeing a lot of people pop in and out. How are you guys doing today? Are you enjoying it, or am I just background noise? Either way is fine. Absolutely, completely valid to just have a random stream going in the background, even if you're not paying attention to it. I do it all the time. And I enjoy it. We're gonna go through our iron so fast now that we're building a base. So, for a brief period of time, we had so much, and it was wonderful. Truly, there was much rejoicing. Okay. Yeah, pretty much I have to take these over one at a time, but having all the resources in one spot will help out. Now, it's not a bad idea to have the biolab be separate and have its own storage area. Eventually you get an auto crafter, which it's situationally handy, but I don't always want it to pull from all my resources, so it's actually not a bad idea to have this kind of setup where you have your biolab in one spot and the resources you want to have crafted right next to it. And usually what I do is I set it up so that it's getting fertilizer from everywhere. And there's the biodome too. We are not quite at lakes because that thing will be completely underwater. I'm hoping that this won't be underwater. I hope I'm up high enough. We'll find out. If I end up having to tear this down, I might just off-screen all of my building because it's like, oh, I'm not gonna make you all sit through that. Because this is supposed to be Planet Crafter, not Base Crafter, but you know, I never play games how they're supposed to be. Fallout 4 for me is about base building. It is not, it's all about making your settlement happy. Anything else is a lie. Okay. I actually think I need to call it here because I'm actually starting to get kind of dizzy. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for joining me for this. I do appreciate it. Hardcore mode is definitely... It's much more intense, but as you can see, it's still a very laid-back game. So if you can, during the summer sale, if you see Planet Crafter on sale, I cannot recommend it enough. It is a ton of fun. So thank you so much for joining me, and y'all have a good time. Have a happy 4th of July if you're in America, and if you're not, you know, hopefully you just have a nice, you know, random Tuesday. But again, thanks for joining. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.